Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. Today's beer comes from Four Hands Brewery. These guys are out of Missouri. I had a whole 6-pack of these sent to me by Antonio up in Illinois, and the note he sent said, "Enjoy the Four Hands IPA." He says, "I think you should review it soon, as its best by date is 7/8/17. It was one of the 2 left on the store, so I couldn't get any fresher cans. Love the show." So, Antonio, thanks so much, my brother. I do appreciate you sending the whole 6-pack. You didn't have to do that, but I do appreciate it. We're going to review one, and hopefully it's going to be a tasty beer where me and the other half can enjoy the other 5. So, and it does have a date on some of the cans, according to what he says. I don't see one on this one, so maybe they're not dating every one of the cans, unless it's dating somewhere where I do not see it. And it's got some food pairings on here. It says mild curry and grilled meat. So, like I said, the one I picked up doesn't have a date on it anywhere, but he tells me that it has a best by date. So some of the other cans, maybe this one got through and it didn't have it. I didn't look at the other bottoms. I'm going by his word here. So, not a big fan of the best by dates. That usually costs them a grade point. When they do that silly shit, I want to see a can on date and let me decide when I want to have it, not when you think I should have it by. So that's how I feel, and that's what I'm going to say. My show, that's what I think. Until these silly ass breweries get off this best by, best before, used by, enjoyed by, all those kind of silly dates, and put a canned on. If you want to put the best by date on there, with the canned on date, like 6 Point's doing now and Wirebacker's doing, that's fine. But give us a canned or bottled on date, guys. Gotta have it. We don't want these guys, and like 6 Point gives a lot of their beers a long shelf life. I don't know what they're giving this, whether it's a 3-month, 4-month, 6-month, 8-month, 12-month. I don't have any idea, and neither does anybody else. You're at their mercy when they have a best by date on it. So let's get on with this. We're not using Rate Beer anymore, so we'll go over to Beer Advocate. A lot of times they don't have a commercial description, but they do on this one. Resurrected, rise up and tantalize your taste buds with the Mosaic Hopped IPA. Great hop. Resurrection pours amber in color. I don't know why they're calling it Resurrection when it's Incarnation. Pours amber in color with a firm all-white head. Look for loads of tropical flavors. And in this medium-bodied IPA, aromas of passion fruit, pineapple, and candied fruit dominate. So, it has 6.5% on their ratings. Let's see if it's written on the can anywhere. Yes, 6.5%, St. Louis, Missouri. So, very colorful can. They paid a lot of money to have this can printed up, which I think is a waste of money. They could have put a wraparound sticker on these cans and saved them some money. But a lot of these breweries still having these specific cans printed up to put the beer in. Don't know why. I don't know why. It seems to me like a waste. When it's going to get smashed, recycled, or thrown in the trash, one or the other. Just my opinion, though. Just my opinion. So we've gone over everything we need to go over. Let's pop the top on this thing and get it into the glass. And while I get it into the glass, I will tell you the cuisine is curried in your Thai, the cheese and pepper, Monterey, pepper jack, sharp blue cheddar, your stronger cheeses, gorgonzola, limburger, meats, poultry, fish, shellfish, and salmon. I will add grilled meat to that. Glass-wired pint becker, 9 tumbler mug, Stein Seidel. I'm using my favorite tulip glass today, guys, like I use on 90-some plus different videos that I do. unless it's a lager or a wheat beer or something that's gone for a specifically different glass, I use this glass. And not recommended for extended celery. So drink them fresh, guys. Drink them, they're getting hot. Very cloudy. Not getting a lot of light through the big bulb part here. I can see a little bit through here, so I'm not sure whether it's an unfiltered beer or not. Looks like it in the glass. So let's get the nose to it. Yep, big time grapefruit and pineapple. Nice sweet tropical fruit notes. Hints of some pine in there. Very pleasant for a Midwest brewery. It smells very much like an West Coast style. Very pleasant hop aroma. Well, let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Antonio. I do appreciate it, sir. Smells pretty good. Very tasty. Very, very tasty. I've had some stuff from Four Hands before that people have sent me. This is very tasty too, guys. They need to date each individual cans in case these things are put on the shelf individually. If we're only dating one can in a 6-pack, that can be a problem if they're breaking them up. And this one doesn't have it. I'll look when I go out to sip on this for a little bit and see if how many other cans in the 6-pack has a date, or if it does. And if none of them have it, I don't know where he's getting that information. Maybe it was, I don't know where he's getting it. It wasn't on the 6-pack topper that I took off of the cans when I got it. And I just got this beer today, and today is the 5th of June. You won't see it for a while. I'm a week or so out. Wonderful aroma, very tasty beer. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, guys, I'm back. Got just a little left here. Nice slicing is left. Not awesome, but nice slicing is left. Very citrusy, very tropical. Very tasty beer, guys. I looked at the other 5 cans that Antonio sent me. 4 out of the 6 has their best before date on them. The other 2 did not have anything on the bottom of them. So there are cans coming off their line that is not dated. So if you're in a store in the state where they're distributed, you might want to check that out before you purchase the beer. See if your can has a date on it. I'd rather see a canned on date than a best before date, guys. You know how I am on that. If they want to put that and the canned on date, that's fine. But I want to know how old the beer is and not their best before 3, 6, 8, 12-month shelf life that some of these breweries are giving it. With a best before date, you have no idea, guys. You really don't. You're at their mercy. And they're in the business to sell beer. That's why some of them don't date, and that's why it's like this one from Four Hands. Not every one of them is dated. So your state doesn't allow them to break them out, and you have to buy it in a 6-pack, you're probably going to have a date on one of them somewhere. But if you do, and they're stuck there and snapping them and stepping on the shelf, you may not have a date on your particular can. So that's the way it is. That's the way it is, guys. So let's do the final chug on this one. Now, I do appreciate Antonio sending me a whole 6-pack of these. It is a very tasty beer. I'm sure me and the other half will enjoy the other 5. Final chug. Very tasty. Reminds me very much of a West Coast style beer. A lot of tropical fruit notes in there. Very citrusy, grapefruit, pine, pineapple. Very nice beer. Very well done beer. Would like to see these guys do a canned on date. To me, guys, it's an A beer, but it's an A- beer because of the best before date and not all of the cans having that date on them. So I'm going to give it 90. That's where I'm going to put this beer. So let's run over to Beer Advocate and see what they say. They say, hey, we're in agreement. They say 90. And over to Untappd, they say 3.84, which is in their B+ range. I could just as easily gave it a B+, but they did attempt to put some kind of dating on some of the cans. So It is a very tasty beer, guys. Like I said, I've had stuff from these guys before that people have sent me. They're not available here in Virginia, but it is a tasty beer. Just rather see some kind of can on date instead of best before or best by date. And we're not using Untapped anymore, so we're wrapping this up. If you've had this one from Four Hands Brewing, this is their Incarnation IPA. Nice tasty beer. Alcohol super well hidden on this beer, so drink it at home. Don't go out and try to drink a whole 6-pack of these somewhere, or drink 6 of these out at a bar or a brew pub somewhere. Get you in trouble. Get you in trouble, I say. Alright guys, that's all we're going to say on this one. If you've had this from them, let me know what you think. Come on back tomorrow. Let's see what's in the fridge. See you then.